Hey Aries, welcome to your reading. This is your predictions for the month of November 2022. Such an amazing month. It's the eclipse season, so looking forward to how that translates right into your reading. Also, don't forget to check out your sun, moon, and rising, especially your rising, because you'll find that it's a sign that resonates the most because it deals with your outside world. So this is, of course, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome. If you would like to start your reading straight away, you'll find that I left a timestamp down in the description box so you can start right away. I personally like to shuffle your decks before we begin, and I like to involve you in this process. I believe it's a secret process, and I believe that you should be included. That's the way I see it. I definitely see that it makes a difference. So yeah, that's why I included in. And also, one last thing, if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, you'll find that I leave their names down in the description box, and I leave them in the order in which they appeared, making it easy for you to find the deck that you're looking for in case you're interested in a specific deck. So welcome Aries. Let's begin your reading and see what's going on this month for you. You have the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, wonderful. You have the Nine of Swords. You have the Four of Wands. All right, so these are three. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, and Four of Wands again. If you're noticing any negative cards, make no mistake, you have the Four of Wands twice, and you have a lot of court cards. We'll get into that in a second, but let's first finish your cards. You have the Eight of Swords, that's the light part, and that's the shadow part. And you have the Page of Swords. Unbelievable the amount of pages in your reading, my dear Aries, this month. All right, again, light and shadow. Let's take a look quickly at your oracle cards. Again, too, you have new beginnings, which really makes me understand the hunch that I've had. And you have changes. And these are big changes with the spiral here. In fact, I'm seeing with this specific card, astrological changes having a huge effect in your life specifically. I believe this is talking about the eclipses that are going on and the effect that they're going to have in your life. You have love. We're seeing a lot of roses here. And let's pick up a tea leaf. How about that? Oh yes, and this card as well. So you have fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Ooh, to love here, and Four of Wands. So this looks like for a lot of you, with all of the pages, a part of the interpretation before we take a look at the rest of your cards is that if you're single, there is someone this month that is interested in coming forward and telling you how they feel. All right. Other than that, yeah, we have Mercury in Taurus with resistance. And something that was absolutely stagnant in your life is moving beautifully this month. And that's what we're seeing here all over the reading. Something that was stagnant, you're no longer in that stuck situation. In fact, we can see here that you left it altogether. Such a cool reading, Aries. Let me take a look at your cards quickly and let you know what I see exactly happening in your month. So there is very stubborn energy here with the Taurus, Aries. With the Five of Pentacles and the Taurus, I see that your reading is specifically talking about a very difficult situation that has been going on in your life for a long time. It brought you stress, and it seems to be stubborn. It doesn't want to get fixed. It doesn't want to move. And for a while, perhaps until you're listening to this reading now, or maybe a little bit before it, you've started to kind of, I don't want to say accept, but you kind of started feeling like it is going to be what it is. That is changing significantly in your life. So think of the biggest problem that you have, a problem that in an area of your life where you feel lack. Maybe it's finances, maybe you're stuck with a person, maybe you're stuck in a job, something is just not moving or hasn't been moving for a long time. It is the problem you think about the most, and it's a problem that you try to maybe rely on other people to help you with, or rely on something coming from the universe or your spirit guides to help you with, because really you kind of feel like it's out of your hands. You just try a lot and it's stubborn. It just doesn't want to work. I have very good news for you, my dear Aries. With the lunar eclipse coming up in November, maybe even before that, maybe a couple of days before that, or perhaps on the 2nd of November, this problem will no longer exist in your life. So if this is like a health issue, there's some sort of medicine or something that you're taking, you're healing from it. If this is a financial situation, it's changing. There's a new beginning here. Altogether, I see the Four of Wands twice in your reading, suggesting that not only are you fleeting a situation where you felt stuck in, as we see with the Eight of Swords, but you're celebrating greatly, because with this new beginning, you're starting a new world that you love. What is it, Aries? Are you leaving your home, or are you getting a huge lump sum? How about we cheat a little bit? Let's see what this could be, the different options. You have the Emperor, you have the 10 of Cups, and you have the 7 of Cups. You know, the 7 of Cups talks about a certain dream coming true, having hopes and dreams fulfilled. 10 of Cups shows that you are going to be emotionally very satisfied, very happy after times where you were broken and felt that there was no hope in a specific area. As mentioned, Emperor suggests that you are going to feel rejuvenated and very much in control, because in the Rider-Waite-Smith, and the Emperor sits on an empty field, and there's a lot of discussions going on in the tarot world where we think, oh well, did he ruin this area, or is it a new ground that he's taking the throne and rebuilding, taking it from the zero up? So what I'm seeing here is that a situation that was and on the ground zero, not working, very stubborn, it's now starting to move. You feel like all the efforts that you've put in trying to get yourself out of this situation is now bringing in the results, and you feel like for the first time with the Emperor, you are finally in control of that stubborn situation. It's you're sowing, you're reaping what you've sown with everything that you've tried hard, and you're finally living your dream. We can see you before, having these dreams of wanting to get out of the situation, but you had perhaps scary thoughts of how worse it could get. You couldn't see any hope, and now we see you waking up this month to this dream, where this dream is showering down on you, and it's finally become your reality. Yes, this is the energy of new beginnings here. And new beginnings, these two remind me of the two eclipses. That's why there's big energy of change in your life, because I see the lunar eclipse in this card. And with new beginnings, this reminds me of the solar eclipse that was in October. And the solar eclipse was with the new moon in Scorpio. The new moon as an eclipse is a new moon on steroids. So make no mistake, there are huge beginnings happening in your life, my dear Aries. And for a lot of you, there is definitely passionate love coming in. And I will say something about your love. Four of Wands coming twice. This this shows that this is a strong commitment. Perhaps some of you will be getting married to this person that you're meeting. On this specific Four of Wands, in fact, we do see some aisle that people walk through, a marriage celebration of some sort. And here I see with the flowers, it reminds me of the ancient Roman, how the ancient Romans saw flowers. They used to put roses. These are wild roses, by the way, but they used to put roses in meetings, and it denoted that anything that is spoken under the rose is to be said in secrecy, but also the truth has to be spoken. So it shows that this is a person who secretly admired you for a while. My dear Aries, this is someone who has been watching you from afar, absolutely admires you, thinks you're amazing, thinks you're on fire, thinks you're, the hottest thing since sliced bread, for real. Aries has their eyes on you, and I think they're going to declare the truth. You have a lot of pages. I see movement towards you, speaking the truth, telling you how they feel. Most important, truthfully. You'll find that this person is very truthful, very passionate, and I'm kind of getting the idea that they're crazy about you, Aries. This is if you're single and you are looking for a relationship. Yeah, there's definitely an offer coming up for you. All right, so let's clear. No, we don't want to clear this energy. This is beautiful energy. I mean, let's take out the cards and see what else should you expect, my dear Aries, in the month of November. Wow, grand changes so far, Aries. All right, so you have the 5 of Swords. You have the Hanged Man. You have the 2 of Pentacles. The Death card. I'm telling you, there's grand changes in your life, Aries. Wow, 10 of Pentacles and the Empress. Loving your cards. The last couple of months, Aries, your cards are the bomb. You have the King of Wands. And you have the 2 of Swords. Again, as you know, light attribute, light aspect, shadow aspect. Let's take a look at your oracle cards quickly. You have masculine energy. You have, diligence. Are some of you traveling? All right, you have Venus in Gemini with flattery. We can see the god Janus looking towards the past and the future. Again, it's a critical point in your life. That's why we see the Death card here. Your life is changing completely in November. We see with the Hangman, what you've experienced is completely changing. There are big movements. In fact, I think some of you may even be selling their homes and packing up and leaving to another home, a dream home perhaps, because I'm seeing flying here. So a lot of you are packing up and going. But all in all, whether it's actually traveling or not, do know that there are big changes in your life, Aries. What do we have here? Bell announcement. Okay, so that's making a lot of sense. So right off the bat, I see a lot of bold energy in your reading, for sure, Aries. Here, I see that during the month of November, you're standing up for yourself in front of a bully who you were very patient with for quite a long time. And I see you winning this bully very hard. I see you striking right where it hurts, taking your rights back in a very strong way this month. I'm not sure who this is. This could be your colleague, your manager, maybe a friend or a foe. Someone who kept bullying you one way or the other. Perhaps they thought they had more power, more authority. There are a lot of bold movements that you're making. Maybe you're making this bold move because you're going to move anyway, you're going to leave. I'm not sure, but you are standing up for your rights. You're not afraid of this person, and you're doing it so well. Not that I encourage anyone to be a bully, but dear Aries, I feel with the 5 of Swords that these were people who weren't honest, who were bullies, and I see you taking your rights back from them this month, shifting the situation, shifting the power dynamics, and shifting the way they see you from now onwards, Aries. There's no way they can deal with you the same way they used to, this person or these people, and there's a shift in power this month and in the dynamic of your relationship with these people or this person for life. So that's the first thing that I'm seeing. There's a lot of bold movements here. There's an announcement. This could be an announcement that you're making, or an announcement that is resulting in you shifting everything in your life. I'm not quite sure. It's a general reading. It could be one or the other. But from November moving forward, your life is not the same. That I can say for sure. I see you preparing things here. Maybe you're preparing to pack, preparing to leave, moving to a different job, maybe shifting careers. I'm not quite sure, but there's an announcement of you making this bold move and saying, all right, I'm not working here any longer, or all right, I'm not living in this city or this country any longer. You're packing up, or you're saying, all right, you know what, I'm going to go for the house that I wanted. But really, to be honest with you, for a lot of you, I do see that it has to do with flying, leaving. But once you make up your mind about that, Aries, I see that you're taking a quick decision, prompt decision right away. You know, this is masculine energy, moving forward with force, with confidence, with strength, making sure you're safe. And I see that once you take that decision, you're never going to look back. You are taking maybe the important people or important things, valuable things to you, or your pet perhaps. You're taking what's important and leaving everything behind. And I see that once you take that decision, like I said, you're not going to be looking back. And I see that everything is going to start to look so good for you, Aries, that you're going to think, oh my God, how did it take me such a long time to pamper myself this way, to take care of myself this way, to do what's right for me this way? You'll find out that this was a decision that was actually available to you for a while, but maybe you were afraid of taking it, or maybe you feel now you have the confidence in making these bold moves and moving forward. You're no longer confused about your future, my dear Aries, this month. Whereas there are certain aspects in the past where you could have felt confused, not knowing what to do exactly. We did see that there is some resistance that's being moved or alleviated from your life. And you're no longer, perhaps from the lunar eclipse, starting from the lunar eclipse, you're no longer going to feel like you don't know what's going to come in the future or how things are going to be solved for you. Here with the Page of Wands, where we see you're not relying on things to happen to you. In all cases with the King of Wands, you always are strong, Aries, even when things weren't easy. But here we see that instead of doing something about it when the chance arises, actually, I'm really seeing that you're taking things, matters into your own hands. That's why we have masculine energy. And you have decided, or will be deciding in the month of November, to change your life completely with one announcement, one decision. Never looking back and only looking forward. And believe me, Aries, with this new decision, it's going to feel so good. It's going to feel so blessed. It's like this is exactly where you need to go. You know how when they say sometimes all the doors are closed so that you finally open that door? That's the sort of energy I'm seeing here, where you're opening up a door. It is so good. Everything is working. It's like you're being blessed from the universe. Everything is just working out because that is exactly the path you're meant to take. And when you take the path you're meant to take, there's no resistance. You'll feel magic. You'll feel like things are starting to work out for you. Everything is laid out beautifully for you. And you're going to feel, oh my God, it's like this world was written in my name. And it's a world that obviously pampers you, my dear Aries, full of blessings, maybe also full of a lot of financial abundance. Yeah, there is a big move and a big decision happening in your life this month, my dear Aries. So all the best of luck with that. And I hope that you start experiencing this beautiful energy that I'm seeing here for you very soon. I did see that's the second time I see number 2. I was just going to tell you, I remember it was something around the 2nd of November for you, but then I was just about to say, but you know what, let me check it again. I shouldn't doubt it Again, I see the 2 in the same place, remember? So expect something, my dear Aries, in the 2nd of November to happen for you. Grand changes, maybe, not maybe. You are taking a big decision, but I'm not sure, again, if it's because something is happening or because you're, like the bell here, woke up and went, you know what, this is it. This option was actually always there. I didn't take it. I'm making that bold move. You're never looking back, and you're reaping so much blessings, my dear Aries, because of that door you just opened. I'm so happy for you. I'm sending you a big hug of good luck on this beautiful journey. May you be blessed in the month of November and moving forward, my dear Aries. Wishing you the best from my heart. This was your reading for the month of November. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Please don't forget to check out my productivity book. Aries, this book could really help you out in your journey of manifesting what you want and producing and creating the projects and everything that you have in your mind. Whatever you start, you finish. It's easy, small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And Aries, wishing you the best. I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.